Hello, hello. Welcome to the daily political tarot and astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. It's the most wonderful day of the week. It's Sarah Wednesday.
Hi. How are we doing? How's your mom and them? It's a day, y'all.
It is a day. Okay. And can I say, am I allowed to just say that we may have some scuttlebutt about somebody wanting something?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to mention that today.
Yes. That's number one.
Number one. Okay. Because somebody lives in somebody's district and hears
whisperings
here and there. And so we might, I'm not saying we have a scoop or anything. I'm just saying little whispers. So we're going to do that first up. But we have epic troll slayers. Thank you. We have got a fantastic community and is here every single day because I'm here every single day. You're here every single day. Thank you. But you always have this community here. People are really friendly and it's a safe space.
Yes.
For Democrats. For those who are more liberally minded, it's a safe space. But also, if you are watching on replay, hello, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. The wonderful Miss Sarah will be timestamping.
Yes, thank you.
And so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works for you. So, and I have to say, you know me, I do like the colors on this background.
Yes,
it makes me happy. Yeah. I don't know if it's just my Sagittarian stellium or what it is. I also lost a lot of time this morning getting sucked into the astrology of. Who was that? Amy? Yeah, Amy just asked, did Lestat get Moses Mikey?
I would like to be a fly on the wall for that conversation.
Yeah. Although I did kind of get myself into, well, not fully trouble, but maybe a little trouble million years ago. My mom needed to go into this Christian store to get, some stuff.
Yeah.
And as I was going to check out, or I was like, I got up getting a couple of angels for my sister and my mom, and because angels are just about universal, And as I went to check out, on the wall behind the person at the register, it was just crosses, just every kind you could possibly. And I just looked up and I just said, "Wow, I guess you don't have much trouble with vampires here." It just popped out of my mouth. I don't, and the person just looked at me and was like, "What?"
Yep.
Nothing.
Was this down here in Louisiana? I'm surprised there was not an instant comeback, considering.
What?
Okay.
And the person saying what? Literally, it's just nothing but crosses. Okay. All right. Anyway.
Whew. Okay. Before we get started, Chris Cool wanted to point out that wanted us to remind the chat that the Buddhist March for Peace, the march itself wrapped up yesterday, but there's a ceremony today at the Washington National Cathedral at 4:30 Eastern time. The monks are also going to visit the Peace Monument on Capitol Hill, St. Mark's Church, and the Lincoln Memorial. Live feed will be available on YouTube, etc. Remember the power of group prayer, and please join the world today wherever you are at 4:30 Eastern Time for world peace and anything else, such as healing, etc. Because remember, we've talked on this, regardless of your background, whether you're Christian or whatnot, praying is moving energy. And so there's going to be some positive energy today. So if you just want to add to that or need to tap into that, 4:30 Eastern, throwing that out there.
3:30 Central.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Now, gather round. Gather round, children. Okay. Not that you're children, but okay. So, word in the port, because I'm from Shreveport. Shreveport likes to think that it's a baby Dallas, when in actuality, it's just an overgrown Mayberry. Like, we're all in everybody's business. But word in the port is that Mikey believes he's a shoo-in to be on the next Republican presidential ticket. If not as the main guy, as VP for Vance. He thinks that there's a good chance that they're gonna tap him for the head honcho job. I mean, they'd have to reach down because he's little, but you'd have to tap down, not tap up. But is he delulu, or does he know something that we don't?
Lisa said, "Oh, hell to the no."
Yeah. But and this is coming from people who would know something. I cannot divulge anything, but
Right.
Yeah.
But word in the port.
Word in the port from out of the mouths of folks that would know something about something.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Minnie Moses is looking to be on the big ticket. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And having looked at his astrology, I can see the delusion. I can see why, but he has no clue that he got that job because nobody else wanted it.
Mm. Oh, Brianna.
Oh, there we go. He is, let's just say, obstructing justice. Well,
on a stepladder.
Accountability.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
I don't know, but he very much gives us smallest man who ever lived vibes. So metaphorically.
Yeah. Like Bill Barr looks really, really small.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because inside he's really, really small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, now he's had victory, far right victory, isn't it been wonderful? Victory. Oh yes, because God spoke to him.
Bless.
That's out of his own mouth, by the way. And there's a video.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't hearsay. You can look it up. King of Pentacles. Oh, look how smarmy he is. Look. Four of Cups. Refusal. That's us going, ew, but it's also him being like, oh, I do. Oh, what is this? Human stuff? Liberalism. Resources. Will he be able to raise enough money? Because this isn't the 90s when getting the evangelical vote was your ticket in.
Yeah.
They don't have the money and the power they used to have. They're still there, but it's not as big as it was.
Right.
Day late and $1 short. Full. All right, so the cards are very clearly no. But shall I tell you a little bit about this man and his astrology?
Please do.
Okay. I can do a more in-depth one, but to sum it up, let's just say that he has a heavy-duty Neptune, and life spark. He has a heavy-duty Neptune. And the thing about Neptune is it's everything immaterial. It can be art. It can be spirituality. It can be the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that will dissolve. Like fog is a big one. It can create amazing CGI, arts and all of this, creating something out of nothing or dissolving things that are real. But he has a prominent Neptune. And you have to be careful when you have a prominent Neptune with nothing to ground it.
Right.
Because you can end up in delulu land.
And delulu is not always the salulu.
No.
Not always.
No.
Sometimes the delulu is a salulu, but not always. Yes.
When he's talking about his spirituality, he's not kidding.
Oh no.
When he says that God spoke to him, was waking him up night after night after night, he means it.
It wasn't the Mexican food that he went.
Exactly. No. Let me tell you what happened, so that in case anybody hasn't heard the story, and just to refresh people on the details. In December 2023, Johnson gave a keynote speech at the National Association of Christian Lawmakers Gala at the Museum of the Bible in Washington, D.C. He thanked organizers for kicking reporters out and said, quote, "I'll tell you a secret since the media is not here," unquote. Apparently unaware the event organizers would post the video on his personal Facebook page. The secret was that weeks before he became speaker, God began preparing him to lead the nation through a Red Sea moment. He said God was waking him up in the middle of the night for 3 weeks, quote, "to speak to me, telling me to write things down, plans, procedures, and ideas," unquote. He initially assumed he'd play Aaron, Moses' brother, the support role, helping Scalise or Jordan win the gavel. But as candidate after candidate failed, Johnson said, quote, "The Lord kept telling me to wait. And then at the end, the Lord said, 'Now step forward.' Me? I'm supposed to be Aaron. 'No,' the Lord said, 'step forward.'" As the Esquire writer perfectly noted, if you talk to God regularly, you are devout. If God talks back to you, you are delusional. A Jesuit priest said that one red flag for spiritual directors is, then God said this: "Not everything that pops into your head during prayer is from God, but we bless Mary Trump," who said, quote, "If Mike Johnson doesn't believe this, he's a manipulative cynic. If he does believe it, he's psychotic. Either way, he's a massive megalomaniac. If he wants to pretend he's Moses, he can start by removing himself to the desert for 40 years.
Yeah. Whew.
I think people know that, black and orange, astrology, tarot, I'm all for spiritual beliefs, but when your spiritual beliefs set you up to be the chosen one and to put down the weak, you can go whistle. Yeah. That ain't it, kids. So, yes, okay. And really quickly, so everybody has the facts. The situation, okay. Michael Tyrrell James, Johnson first met James in 1996 while working in a Christian ministry. Johnson was 24, James was 13 at the time, and when James became homeless at the age of 16, the newlywed Johnsons took him in and filed papers to become his legal guardians. They never formally adopted James because of the lengthy adoption process. So it was an informal guardianship at best, with unclear legal status. Now, James doesn't appear in Johnson's biography, wasn't at his wedding, isn't in family photos, didn't campaign for him. Yet Johnson invokes James strategically. He cited him in a 2019 House hearing on reparations, claiming his black son also opposed reparations due to a belief in the important tradition of self-reliance, unquote. Huh. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
And the last thing I will throw in about him is he's got a lot of his, we've talked, it comes up a lot. So we talk about the asteroid Chiron, 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 about the wound that will not heal. Well, his Chiron is sextile. It's in a very specific, very exact aspect to his son, his sense of self. So you get the whole, not all Christians are like this, obviously. But that's where you get the Christians who we're constantly persecuted. We are the most persecuted people in the history of people.
My brain hurts.
Yeah. So he believes what he's saying, and yeah, he's
yeah.
What sign is he, and what sign is Neptune? Oh, that was the other thing. Moon in Leo. Yes, that emotion. Okay, low end. Lots of people have their moon in Leo. Nice people, lovely, inspirational, fun-loving, kind, life of the party, great stuff.
All signs can go bad, though.
Yes, everything has the low vibration is me. I'm center. Look at me. God talks to me. God talked to me today. Yes, God talked to me and told me that I'm going to be speaker. God's been waking me up for weeks, calling in the middle of the night, just waking me up all the time because I'm going to be speaker because I'm special. And now I'm going to be president.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Can you believe it? I'm so the chosen one.
He did graduate from Shreve, so this doesn't surprise me.
You're going to have to explain what that is.
Shreve High School is the ponziest public high school in the region. Like and like my dad, I've banned my dad from dating women who graduated from Shreve because they're all like, the delulu is strong. I don't know if they just sprinkled stuff in the cafeteria, and it's from that age range. Like people who went to Shreve, if you were born between 55 to 83, okay, and you ended up going to Shreve. Now, here's the thing. There are some, and not everybody. Some people brought their lunch from home. But there's a vast amount of people who graduated from those years who are a very self-important, shall we say, extremely self-important. And so the fact that he has this, oh, it's up to me. It shall be I. God has placed this on my somewhat small shoulders to carry this burden across the promised land. That's a Shreve thing. That is such a Shreve thing.
Oh, I just double checked. Yes, he was born the day of a total lunar eclipse. Total. Lunar eclipse.
I'm so shocked.
Okay, so, and what that means in his case, it's because he still has the Leo, full force Leo moon, but because it was darkened when he was born, he can't go straight for the look at me. He has to
martyr himself.
it's I didn't want to be seen. I thought I was Aaron, the hidden helper, but God forced me into the spotlight. The need for the center stage is enormous, but it can't go straight for it. And he's an Aquarius, by the way. And we know they're good Aquarians.
Yes.
But he's not one of them.
Yes.
Don't know. Anyway.
Okay. Well. Whew.
Now you're in the know. Now you've got the scuttle on the street.
Yes. The word in the port. Yes. All right, y'all. At 2050, we've had our giggle. Now it's time to, Jamie Raskin, who spiritually, that's my representative. I'm just going to let y'all know that, like, technically, it may be Mike Johnson, but spiritually, it's Jamie Raskin or Jasmine Crockett. I'm good with either. I'm just saying. All right. So Jamie Raskin says that Trump appears in the files over 1 million times.
I just switched decks.
Imagine being in that SCIF, hitting Ctrl+F and searching for Trump and seeing that number. So, God bless Raskin for having the intestinal fortitude to do that. Because while I would be curious, I don't know if I could stomach that. So, yeah, what the yuckiest to do's.
And here's the thing: that isn't all of it.
No, that's just what was there. That's in the 3 million that they were able to look through.
And I'm guessing the fine doesn't include what was redacted.
That's just the Mm-hmm.
So there's even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. This whole but he's been exonerated. Yeah, Lewis, exactly. Sure. Are we reading on KKKaroline what she said?
Yes, we're getting there.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Because what Raskin was saying was there were only 4 computers. Has anybody heard? Have they improved any of that?
And not to my knowledge.
And
which means they're staggering it up. People are going in all hours of the night because there's only 4. So they're having to put in, because you have to reserve your spot 24 hours ahead of time. You can't just show up. And so they're taking time blocks. And so there's reporters outside just around the clock catching people going in and going out and getting their opinion once they come out. And we're going to talk about that here soon too.
Yeah. There's so much there. You don't need me to tell you that, but there's so much there.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems stupid to me because the longer they drag this out, the closer we get to midterms.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, if Trump is in there as much as we think he is, with in the actual things, with the stuff they haven't released, if it's all there, or there's still enough bad stuff there, then you don't have any choice but to drag it out.
Yeah.
I do get a judge getting involved, though. This is very emotional. And we were quite pleased that we were going to be able to we were going to get the receipts. This is my card for evidence. Day late and $1 short. There's so much there, but they've kicked so much down. So this doesn't help them because the bamboozle is not working. But they're still doing their best to knock down as much as possible. So I pulled some more cards here, and it's just vile what these poor victims are going through. But we're trying to get some justice, stop this from happening. I do have we know overseas there are other countries where people are getting involved. And in 1 second, I've got to tell you about that overseas thing. That's a lot of heartache. And that's not heartache of, well, we don't get any more. That's heartache of, oh my God. So I think there are courts going to get involved here at some point. I'm surprised they haven't. I'm surprised somebody in Congress hasn't gone to a court already to say, no. Actually, will somebody take this to court? Let's ask. Will somebody at 2535, will somebody going to the Congress, whoever, just go to the courts and say, yes, but it'll get them like more computers rather than direct access to all the rest of it. That's going to, for right now, dumpster fire is still sitting pretty, but that isn't forever. These are the receipts. They thought they could play games. Again, I've got this Queen of Swords. I've got this judge, and reading the Riot Act to the DOJ. But for now, it doesn't get us where we want it to get us. But give it time. I wanted to tell you that apparently, I don't know if anyway, there's talk that there are very wealthy, successful people in, say, Europe who are freaking out because their own countries are starting to look into all of this in great detail. And they don't have a corrupt Department of Justice and president, excuse me, trying to put the kibosh on everything. But here's the thing. One of the things you can do if you are hauled up on charges is you can flip on other people. You can get your situation improved greatly if you can successfully point the finger at somebody else. So I think we should, at 2730, 27, we should probably look at will the investigations overseas lead to things being revealed here? And sorry to throw this at you. It's coming to me. Come on, Europe. I have to tell you, there was I saw a social media post where a guy was saying, and forgive my accent, please, it's awful, I know that, but it's the best I can do. This guy was saying, I am German, and I did the DNA test, and I have something terrible to tell you. It turns out I am 89% French. He was so upset.
That's hysterical.
All right. Come on, Interpol. Come on, France, UK. Apparently there is a culture in France of, if you're super successful and you keep yourself out of investigations, you can get away with a lot. But apparently once you're in the system in any way, shape, or form, apparently they give, let's just say, the fields to which where they grow their cares, it is barren.
Are barren, yeah.
Yes. They don't care who you are.
And
that's their culture. It's like, okay, do that, please. Why? This just frustrates me. I'm trying not to get angry because the energy I'm getting off of this is just making me angry. Criminals. Vile criminals who've gotten away with all of this garbage for so long. Oopsies. Yeah, stuff could be very much exposed. There is aggressive law enforcement, which is awesome. There are some people held accountable, which I'm loving. Yes, they could be held accountable, but this is not going to be okay until every part of this is exposed and everyone who is still alive is held accountable. But I've got movement here. Now, will that blow back on in the U.S.? Gosh, wouldn't it be nice to have a criminal justice system where it doesn't matter if you're rich or powerful once you're in the system? It doesn't matter. It just matters what you've done and not who you are and what money you have.
That would be lovely. Where, you know, people are held the same standard. Fantastic.
Wouldn't it be lovely? Ultimately, there's a lot that is going to come out. We will be pleased about. There is so much, and there are so many victims, and there is so much evidence in so many places. So the rich, yeah, they can try to be obnoxious, but they can try to save themselves, whatever. But that could lead to some evidence coming out if they take action to try and save themselves. Okay. Anyway, but that's where we are.
Oh, goodness. Well, some of you have been talking in chat about this, but there has been congressional hearings all morning. Goral and Pansy were both talking earlier about how Pam Bondi has acted like a total toddler. I'm having to watch my words here. Mm-hmm. During the congressional hearing this morning, Representatives Raskin and Nadler stood up to her while Jordan did his best to let her get away with whatever she wanted. Yeah. Has she dug herself into a worse hole with this with the public? And could we be looking at impeachment soon? Because we're getting to the point, and we're going to bring up, and it all ties into, you know, what KKKaroline spewed. But Washington could want to be done with this all they want, certain aspects of it. But the public is, the more we learn, the worse it gets. You know, the more people are getting enraged. Mm-hmm. What is it that I was telling you the other day that I saw on TikTok that somebody suggested that if we want all this done, we just gather all the theater kids and give them torches and pitchforks and send them to the closest DOJ thing and tell them it's a live reenactment of Les Mis.
The people sing. Bondi. Oh, yeah, she's making people mad. Ooh. Okay, she might be, this institution is hurting it's not only hurting her, it's hurting the DOJ. Mm-hmm. It's hurting the DOJ going forward. There are ramifications from this. Mm-hmm. Democrats and people who believe in, I don't know, that leave children alone. Yeah, we've had enough. But she just goes in there and is obnoxious as she can be. It feels like she's metaphorically just got her rope and she's just making the knot, you know. Temperance. Still trying to hide things, still trying to knock things over. So I asked for some clarification. I've got, if somebody's going to get thrown under the bus, lady, you think it won't be you? I don't like that. Well, there's that silence and a huge, it's her continued silence on doing what she's supposed to. This is a huge upwelling of emotion. This feels massive. Huge upwelling of emotion. Angrier, people getting angrier and angrier and angrier. Melissa says, I don't know how you can read on this and not get angry. You're a better woman than I would be swearing like a sailor. Oh, I do. Just not here.
It's also the reason why lately I'm only on here once a week, because she has a better filter than I do. And there's only so much I can do before I just start looking like that meme of Ben Affleck outside, just with a cigarette, just yeah.
I have Saturn on my ascendant. I can put limits on how I present myself easily.
Let's go ahead and look. It was down later, but we're going to go ahead and look at the KKKaroline thing. Oh, you're still pulling? Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. I was just double checking. Yeah, this is hurting her.
Yeah.
She thinks, ha 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 ha, hiding things. Yeah, anger, and then, oh no, the Republicans their situation's getting worse and worse and worse. Because here's the thing, she can sit there, and she can sit in a hearing, and be all high and mighty. I'm all that. I don't have to listen to anything. All of this. But here's the thing, you idiot. You're only there because Republicans won. And there are midterms in 9 months, less than 9 months.
Mm-hmm. And she's doing all this. She is acting a straight up fool. I mean, she is at the audacity. Whoo! Yes. But she's sitting in front. They strategically, God bless the Dems, the survivors are right behind her at that hearing this morning. So she's out there just and you see she's not long for that job. Mm-mm. All right, y'all. 3640. KKKaroline says that the White House is done talking about Epstein as he relates to Trump, and they are moving on. Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that. Man. So Cindy's saying they're trying to rearrange all the deck chairs on the Trump Titanic while it's sinking faster and faster. Yep. Official 70 says the come down and crash from that height is going to be really heavy on Pam Bondi. Yes. Lewis is laughing. Yeah, it's going away. Not.
Yeah. No,
all right. So the White House.
We're done with that. We're moving on. I just think of what's that? The Mean Girls. Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's never going to happen. So, yes. So last year.
Fetch.
Fetchy, fetchy, fetchy.
Fetch. Je fetch. To fetch. Little fetch. Vous fetchons. Nous fetchez. Il est en fetch. Okay. Yeah. Here's the thing about Pam Bondi. She's pregnant. She has children. And, okay. A heartache, to put it mildly. Children. Far-right communication. Burden. This will come back to bite her.
Mm-hmm.
Because she is a mother.
Now, her oldest is a boy, right?
I think so.
And is she having a girl?
Don't know. I just know mother.
Right.
This is usually the country, but it is in the sense of there are a lot of mothers and a lot of people who don't have to be mothers to be like, no.
Yeah.
She is.
Oh, Bear, we're talking about KKK, not Bondi. Bondi's not pregnant. No, not that we know.
No. We're talking about KKKaroline. She will be remembered for this, is what I'm getting. You lady, you are going with all of this happening. You being up there, all smarmy. We're not going to talk about this anymore. We're moving on. Oh well. You will be remembered for this. I'd say you'd regret it, but I doubt she's capable.
I hope that if her baby's a girl, I hope that it grows up with the sense of Kellyanne Conway's daughter, the one that has that is just like, yeah. All right, y'all. Okay, we're still on the same subject for a minute, but we're gonna need to go. We're going deeper because I want to end up on a slightly higher. So,
Yes, KB. There's KKKaroline. There's Usha Vance, and there was a third.
Katie Miller.
Katie Miller, Nazi Ferratu Jr.
Baby
again.
Bats. Yeah,
baby bats.
Yes.
Fourth baby bat, I think.
Bless. All right, at 41 even, y'all. Here's saying nearly. Remember how we were talking about how people are going in shifts, and it's pretty much around the clock because there's only so many computers. Nearly every GOP member who has gone into the SCIF has noted that Ghilaine is a monster and that she deserves no special treatment. If Trump continues to give Maxwell perks, will this cause him to lose more support in D.C.? I know one of the senators from Wyoming, she was like, well, I mean, going into this, it wasn't that important to me, like in the grand scheme of things, but oh, those poor women and children. Yes. So it's so important that yes, it is. Yes. Bless your heart.
That's a whole new level of blockhead. Okay. Okay. The card of evidence. Right? And Trump is still me, I. Right. These are helpless victims. And also that Democrats we're not in the strongest position right now as far as levers of power. However, what it says here is the Republicans and the far right still honestly think that they're just a shoo-in to win all the midterms. And what I've got is voters, individual voters. So will Trump continue to lose support in DC? Losing the voters is the issue. And I'm still horrified that white women overall voted predominantly for Trump, which just disgusts me. But you lose them, you're done.
Well,
okay. Oh, I know cheaters. I know cheaters going to cheat. I understand, Kelly and Bear. But if we vote in big enough numbers, they can't.
Your lips to God's ears.
No, I sort of picked up over and over, which is, it's, you can put up a barrier against rising water, but you get enough drops of water, you get a massive flood, and whatever little thing you think you put up to contain the masses.
Yeah.
No.
All right. This is yucky, but I'm here.
Oh, hang on, Archdragon. No, every woman does not dream of a 6-foot billionaire. Honestly.
No.
Anyway. Okay,
all
sorry.
Right. No, you're good. At 45 even. Cindy and others have been asking, I don't know. The way that that's written amuses me. I need to double check whoever it is. They don't have a lot of presence. I haven't seen any billboards. Haven't seen any media, anything. All right. So let me switch this at 40 to 45:20. Are they going to search Zorro Ranch? Because they have not as of yet. That is Epstein's.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. It makes a big difference.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we're not going to, there are little ears and little eyes around, so we're not going to go into any details about Epstein's New Mexico Ranch.
Yeah.
Zero details. I'm just looking, will they search it? It's kind of late.
Thank you, Deb. It's very sweet. All you need to know, and feel free to Google, it's just where the worst of the worst happened.
Yep. Okay.
So, yeah.
We have to wait. It's when Democrats have more power. Oh my gosh! Thank you. Oh, Deb, thank you. Gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Shauna says the state is investigating. Gosh, I hope so. 10 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, Dumpster Fire, Big Movement Chariot. I don't know that searching there at this point would turn up a lot. What it feels like is that
part of it's been sold off. So it's not all together anymore.
Sorry, there's just some weird noises downstairs. What it feels like is there's already a lot.
Okay.
That what we really need is I hope the state does something. I hope that would help. It would help. But what I've got is the burden is here if we move forward with what we've got, is what it feels like.
Yeah.
So
do you need to go check that?
I'm just going to walk to the top of the stairs.
Good. You're good. You're good.
It's just weird.
All right.
Hello, sweetheart. You're okay. Yes, you are. Oh, you're so tired. Oh, you're so tired.
Yeah, there's a lot of yuckadoo there.
I don't know what that was. Hi.
Okay.
Hi, you're so warm. Oh my gosh, you're so warm. You're just so happy. Oh, he's just he gets this look on his face like he's drunk with heat. Like he's just not a bone in his body. Just
very cool. All right. At 49.
Hang on. Chemical Squirrel says a worldwide cover-up is happening in front of us. Actually, there are cracks in the cover. It's the cover-up's been happening for decades. Yeah. This is actually cracks in that facade.
Which,
yeah. And we just need to
bust it all open.
Yeah, bust it all open. So.
Oh, goodness. All right. At 49:20. Some good. Okay.
Hey.
Congressional Democrats, led by Schumer and Representative Teresa Leger Fernández, introduced Virginia's law alongside Epstein survivors and the family of Virginia Giuffre to abolish statutes of limitations for sex trafficking and abuse cases, expand civil remedies for adult victims and their survivors, including for crimes committed abroad under U.S. jurisdiction, and press for fuller public release of millions of still unreleased Epstein investigation documents. Though the bill faces an uncertain path in a Republican-controlled Congress, will it get anywhere? Here's where it might, because at this point, especially considering that more and more and more is coming out, anybody who votes no, that is, they are signing away their career. Because it's going to be public record how they voted. So any lawmaker who votes no against this, there's say you want to go to the House. That's what you're doing.
Victims, standing up for the victims. Democrats. Bringing this to light, also child. Knight of Cups. Democrats aren't giving up on this. They're not letting go. And they're taking that fight directly to the Republicans right here. And this is minor arcana. So this is boots on the ground, feet on the ground, work a day, take it right into your face. So let me get some clarification on what the Republicans will do, because I think you're right. Four Wagon Tails is wondering if little Mikey Johnson will let the vote happen. Well, he can try. And the thing is, though, even if it doesn't happen now.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, there's enough traction where just to save their collective behinds, they're going to put it through. In my opinion, for whatever that's worth.
I'm sorry, say that again?
In my opinion, for whatever it's worth, I mean, I would think that it would be almost political suicide to not vote for it.
Yeah, but they want to give a little political cover to the bully in the White House. But this could have legs. This is aggressive law enforcement. And fighting against it is adding insult to injury in the country. And again, moms, or mom energy, or basically caring energy. It's not necessarily moms. It's just it's the Empress. That's what she represents. That energy. See, I'm afraid, we're not out of these woods yet. It's 2026.
Right.
2026, 2027, 2028 are big years. And this year is hard because of all those outer planets and the just huge amount of energy coming through. So, thank you, Allison. Thank you. Becoming a new member. Thank you. Thank you. So, I mean, we're in it. We're in the middle of this now, and we'll get through it. Yeah. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because even if something doesn't happen now, even if we don't get what we need now, in 6 months, this is not going away. And over the next 2 years, the astrology is so fraught in this country that I don't see how any of it just becomes, oh, well, one side's always winning. Yeah. And like the one side, it's there's enough tension built up. There's enough friction built up. And that's the thing about Aquarius. I mean, Pluto's an Aquarius, just digging up all of everything Aquarian. And like Taurus, like Leo, like Scorpio, Aquarius is a fixed sign. And one of the reasons you get revolution with Aquarius is because you get the one side, you get the revolutionaries, and you get the crown, and neither one's going to give,
right?
because it's fixed energy. So the only result is bashing of heads rather than finding of common ground like with Libra.
Yes.
So, wow.
But sometimes when you're dealing with things like what we're dealing with now, there is no common ground and you have to bash those heads. There's no. Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, there's no gray area here.
No. Mm-mm.
Zero.
Okay, so we're gonna stop for a second and shake off that ick because we are out of.
Kitty.
Yeah.
Oh, the kitty.
Yes.
I should come over there and bug you. He's like, please don't.
I'm good, Mom. Yes. All right. At 55:40. Whoo, buddy. We're out of Epstein land, but we're not out of all yuckadoo. Sorry.
You're so good. You're so good.
Iran's foreign minister has warned that if the U.S. attacks Iran, they will strike American military bases across the Middle East, saying the bases are accessible targets. This comes after both sides described indirect nuclear talks in Oman as positive. 45 said more talks could happen soon. Are we watching diplomacy or brinksmanship? And what will happen to the troops stationed at those bases if it goes sideways?
Yikes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Allison.
Aw, you're so sweet.
And look at that beautiful face.
Yeah.
You're so pretty.
Allison is fabulous.
Yes. Inside and out.
You're fabulous.
Yes. Allison's beautiful inside and out. Just saying. She has been a friend of the channels, plural.
Yes.
For a long time. So, Ron, huh? Do you know what number that was originally? Oh, 8. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No! Not the Melania movie.
We love you, Raymond. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hello and welcome to my important film, which is all about me and my monotone, hard to understand. They had to put subtitles in part of the movie, the film about me.
Yeah.
So come watch how rich and perfect my life is with absolute love and kindness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But the same folks who will watch that will be the same folks that are like, I didn't watch the Super Bowl because there wasn't subtitles and I couldn't understand it. Okay, bud.
Yeah.
Sure, Jan.
I just pulled twice on this, and I'm not getting Tower, Devil, I'm not getting those kind of things with Iran. I'm getting a lot of kind of course, Trump wants to look important. He wants to look like he won, even if he doesn't. Yeah. He wants to look good to his base. It's all facade. Iran isn't in any point to, Iran's not in a good position to be in a war right now. They're just not. Might be expedient to get their populace in line, but they're not in really any shape to be fighting. And Donald Trump has the attention span of a goldfish.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
And that's what I'm getting. But every time I pull cards on this is just, And I hope I'm right. But Just Me says, Autumn, I have to buy you a proper Melania hat. Why my notebook with the kitty stickers on the front. What's wrong? Look how cute they are.
That is hysterical. I love
This
it
one's
about that.
This one's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Little pat on the head. See how cute they are.
Yo.
On the front of my bullet journal.
He's so cute.
Takes a little.
Okay, I think time-wise, we might need to roll over the last 2 questions, and I might need to go into show and tell if we're doing show and tell.
Yeah, it's time for the show and tell. Take it away, Miss Sarah.
Okay. All right. So one is a funny. Well, both.
Thank you,
funny.
Just Me. Sorry.
No,
$10 for the Melania hat fund.
That's hysterical. So, one is just a funny. For those who pay attention, been around a minute and are on the other thing, I crochet a lot. Yeah. And so I had a pattern that called for a 25 millimeter hook. Just for reference.
I thought you were going to talk about the doll.
I was going there too.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
2 things. One is just a funny, which is this, and the other is the doll. So, I was amused. So, the hat that I'm working on, for reference, this is a 5.5 millimeter hook, right? And I dug through my needles and previously I had a Q hook, and it's 16, right? So if you compare the two, it's like 16. And I was like, wow, well, I wonder how big that would be. And then I found that at some point I had bought a 30 millimeter hook, and I need to find something to make with this because it is huge. It's to make a chunky purse, Brianna. But this was my giggle, and I put out the Mayday call to my mom. And while she snuck in earlier and reached over and handed me, this is actually the size. This is a 25 millimeter. But so the purse will be with this, and not... So that was just a funny that I wanted to share. Anyway. Okay. So as you guys know, I'm from Louisiana. Yeah. And we are in Mardi Gras season. And so I went to the first local parade, or the first big local parade last Saturday. And one of the things that was thrown that I caught.
Well, what kind of things? Oh my gosh.
It's a voodoo doll. Mm-hmm. Now, see, Louisiana, like you think beads and cups and doubloons, and we get those. But you also get like oatmeal cream pies and different stuff. Like my sister caught, what did she catch? She caught a beignet mix, and it's like the bag with the mix in like the plastic bag instead of a box. It was in like a little burlap sack with it printed on. So cute. Yeah. So yeah, but I caught a voodoo doll, and of course, one of my kids were like, "Oh God, you can't bring that home. That's evil." And I thought about it for a half second, and I was like, "You know what? You know what I want to do? I want to program it for myself so I could give myself a back rub." So that's what we're doing. I have to name her. She's fabulously dressed. She comes with little pins that she's got, and I don't say this disrespectfully. I know that there are folks who this is part of their religion, and I absolutely respect that. I think it's great. But it has instructions in the back. How to use the voodoo doll. Step 1. Lie down the voodoo doll on a table or hang on the wall. Step 2. Close your eyes and concentrate deeply on your victim or enemies at, quote, or in parentheses, office, school, ex-wife, etc.
Ex-wife.
Why is it only ex-wife? You say ex-spouse.
Ex-spouse or know your audience.
Right. Ex-wife or friend, any person you intend to help. White pen is for good luck. Black pen is for evil. Well, it comes with a white pen and a red pen. I don't have a black one. So we're just going to assume, whatever.
So the white pins are like
white light.
Oh, what? Oh no, what do you what is it? The needles? Chinese medicine. Acupuncture. Yeah. Yes. So the white pins are acupuncture.
Yes. Now, I know some in the chat you're like, you've got to use it for Trump. I'm not going to do that. Sorry. I'm not going to do that simply because I am a firm believer in what you put out comes back. Yeah. So I don't want to. I wish a ton of justice on that man. That is
yes.
That is what I wish, because I don't want that other coming back on me. So I'm not going to put this on Trump. But I am going to see if I can give myself a back rub or something.
There you go.
So,
and by the way, the if anybody's wondering, yes, you can actually do that. It's really, you want to name it after something that's directly related to you. You don't want to give it a name like Beth,
right?
Which is a great name, but it has nothing to do with Miss Sarah.
Right.
And you could put your hands over it and picture white light coming down into, and you can just kind of picture your own spirit like merging with it. As long as it's going to be loved, you're giving it good energy, healing energy. Yeah, you can make poppets like that too, that are like a link that if you don't want to specifically give that, don't feel comfortable like trying to just draw down that positive energy or that loving energy just directly into yourself, because some people, that doesn't gel with them, but having something outside of themselves, it works.
Lewis, I cannot with you. I cannot with you. I love you, dear, but I cannot with you. Okay. So,
yeah.
But if someone wanted a snapshot of what my life is lately, this may be the cover for today. And you just got to look.
Wait, hang on. If you make that big, hang on. I can just. All right, we're doing the cover. Okay, I got it. I got it for today's cover.
So yeah, Shreveport wants to be a bigger city like Dallas or New Orleans, but it still throws out dolls that say "take out the ex-wife." So. Sure, Jan. Okay.
Thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, thank you for being here. Have a
fabulous rest of your day.
Yes. Have a great rest of your day. It's 1:21 p.m. We stayed late. It's 1:21 p.m. here in Chicago and down in Shreveport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And at 3:00, Miss Sarah will be starting creative sprints. I'll be along as soon as I can, if I can. But creative sprints is at 3:00, and then right back here tomorrow. I'll be here. I'm here every single day of the year, and some of you are too, and thank you for that. So you've always got a community here. And so please remember you're not alone, that we are in this together, and there are good days ahead.
You, me, the doll, Annabelle, over here. We got your back.
Annabelle's not welcome here.
You know what I mean.
All right. Take care, and we'll talk. I'll, as always, see you later. All right, bye.